Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, we'll start.
Yeah, I'm not the host, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Mm. She's late today. Nice.
Oh, the day we are early.
Yeah. Anyway, we will just start with it. Okay. See, today is going to be a little like easy only because already you know the concept of double circulation. No. So we just need to learn like what are the different types of circulation. Like within the double circulation itself, you have like two types of circulation that happens in our body. So that, and then we need to know about the systole and diastole
Today
and
we'll finish it off. Today we'll finish off chapter.
no, no, no. This chapter also has around 5 sessions.
So lengthy, oh.
Yeah, there are a lot of concepts. Your textbook, it looks very simple, but if your textbook gives only words, not explanation. But that word is there, no, so you should know the explanation to it. So we'll take time to learn it.
Oh.
Cardiac cycle will be there, but what is cardiac cycle? No. Cardiac output will be there, but how does the cardiac output come? How do we calculate? Everything in detail is not given. So, just
Ma'am,
says
I'm
that
not getting time to study NEET only. NEET or anything related to NEET only.
you have to find time a bit. You don't need to like spend extra and all. Just at least go through your textbook, like whenever you're not feeling sleepy or something.
Yes, ma'am. Even if I don't want to sleep, I feel sleepy the whole day.
Okay, cool. Fine. So I don't want to waste time. We'll just start with this thing anyway. Okay.
Oh, ma'am.
So when
Next time
we
I should
talk
tell them to
about,
give permission to share screen.
uh, but she didn't make any of us a host, no?
No, like without even host, you can allow participants to share screen.
But that host only has to do, no?
Oh, ma'am, we can claim host, but we don't know the key.
Second. Yeah, I'll just text her.
Oh, host key invalid.
I think she forgot there's a class. She's not online also. How am I supposed to teach you then?
Oh, host key invalid. Ma'am, what do you think it'll be?
Epsilon.
Oh, yeah, so simple, no? Ma'am, I entered it wrong too many times.
Okay, I'll try once. What am I supposed to do?
Ma'am, go to participants.
Uh,
Claim host.
where is that option?
Ma'am, down, ma'am. When you click on those participants thing, invite, mute me, claim host.
Oh, I have only invite option then.
Ma'am, laptop from laptop.
Laptop. I'm very scared to click anything on my laptop.
Ma'am, participants.
Okay, let me try Epsilon. See, I'm typing and it's not getting typed.
Ma'am, if epsilon was the password, I'll start laughing. I tried so many times, I'm not able to try it now.
Okay.
How did I not think? How did I thought of, yeah, it's not able to type only.
Even I'm not able to type.
Oh, ma'am, they came.
Okay. Which ID of mine is the host? Okay, this only. Okay, cool. Nice. Fine. We'll start there. Where is the screen? Screen is here. Start now. Ooh,
Oh, you're
yes.
sharing from phone. I thought you're sharing from laptop. So I was
No,
like,
no.
there.
Laptop I kept open is in case if I have to use my what is it Wacom, then I need my laptop. That's why.
What, ma'am? Ring movie and all you're showing.
Yeah. So basically, our heart beats fast, no, in a roller coaster, or you can feel the heartbeat, right?
Mm.
So for that only, they gave this analogy. Okay. So why does your heart beat?
Because it's pumping blood.
Correct. That is a very lame thing. If you don't know now, I don't know what we know. So I think you're not that bad that you don't know why heart beats. So anyway,
Ma'am, obviously I know it beats.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. But there are some kids who don't know the reason behind it.
Oh, I told correctly, no?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Of course, it's to pump blood. What else? It's a motor. That's it. Okay, fine. Yeah. So we already learnt in the which chapter was it? Breathing and exchange about how oxygen and carbon dioxide diffuse in and out of our body. Yes. Now what we are going to do is what role does the heart play in this entire process? So heart is basically the center of distribution. So everything comes to the heart and then it is distributed either to the body parts or either to the lung. The blood is distributed. That's it. Okay. So how it is done is what? So I'm not going through this part again because you already know how the blood gets oxygenated. Yes or no?
Goes to lungs.
It goes to lungs. We learned, right, partial pressure of
Yeah.
oxygen and all those things. So we are not going to do that. So anyway, the air that is like we are breathing in is considered oxygenated because it has more power, like more of oxygen. So what will happen? The blood that is taken away from the lungs is always oxygenated. After the blood is taken away from the lungs, where is it brought to?
After blood is taken away from lungs, it goes to this thing.
Which thing?
Body parts.
From lungs to body parts are directly
Oh, no. From lungs to heart.
heart. What is that particular blood vessel that brings it to the heart called as?
Pulmonary artery.
Pulmonary vein.
Oh, vein. Sorry, vein brings it, artery takes it. Yes.
Yeah, correct. So, okay. So basically, this is what.
Ma'am, 1 second. My tutor's call. Just 1 second.
Oh, my other account got switched off automatically. Wow. Amazing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, if you see this particular image here, from the lungs, the pulmonary vein is brought into the left atrium. Okay, and it carries oxygenated blood. I think that you know, right? Now, what will happen? The blood will be filled inside the left atrium.
Then
Okay.
left ventricle.
Wait. So when it is being filled inside the left atrium, what you should know is that this the valve that is present between them, what is it?
Left side, right? Bicuspid.
Correct. So that bicuspid valve will be closed. Okay. Now, like what will happen? Like, see, for example, if you're keeping your hand horizontally and then I am pressing on top of it with something, okay? So what happens is at one point of time or the other, you will put your hands down. Yes or no? Same way, the valves are going to be closed. But because this blood is getting filled inside the left atrium, because of the pressure, what will happen is the valves will open. Now, when the valves open, okay, and the pressure also increases because at that time, this left atrium will contract. And when it contracts, the valve will be opening and all the blood will go to the left ventricle. Once all the blood from the left atrium is going into the left ventricle, what will happen? Automatically, your left atrium, there is nothing to be squeezed out, so it will come back to its normal.
Normal
That is, it will
position.
relax. Okay. and then at this point of time, once it is relaxing, automatically that valve will also close.
Mm.
Why the valve will close is because next the ventricle will contract.
Yeah, and then blood will go to right atrium.
Ah, right atrium. No.
Ma'am, left atrium, left ventricle.
No. Wait. Listen to me. The ventricle will contract. So
Hmm.
when the ventricles contract, the valve that is present in the aorta will open.
Mm.
That is called a semilunar valve. What is it called?
Semi.
Lunar valve. Okay. So you know, you last time when we saw the structure of heart, you remember the aorta was opening into the left ventricle.
Last time we saw.
Like last time, we saw the structure of heart.
Hmm.
So that time,
The aorta was open into left, right, or
then
left.
left ventricle.
Hmm.
Okay. So when you're squeezing the blood, there are two chances. One, it can go via the aorta. Another, it can go back to the left atrium. But it should not go back to the left atrium, right? So
Because it just
therefore,
came from the left atrium.
yeah. So therefore, the valves in the left atrium will close. The bicuspid will close.
But the
But
blood when left ventricle contracts, it will go to the aorta.
aorta, because the semilunar valve will open. That
Hmm.
is a valve that is present between the aorta's opening and the left
Left ventricle.
ventricle. Is that clear?
Hmm.
An aorta is a major artery that supplies blood to all parts of your body.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what will happen after that? Like the blood will be taken back to the
Heart.
right atrium by the vena cava.
Ma'am, so basically,
Uh,
oxygenated blood. Okay, see, blood from left
uh,
atrium will go to left ventricle through
uh,
bicuspid valve, then
uh,
left ventricle to aorta through semilunar valve.
uh,
Aorta to body parts, the blood will become deoxygenated.
very good.
Deoxygenated blood comes back to right atrium. Now,
Mm.
ma'am, straightly it will come to right atrium, or first it will come to this thing somewhere else and go to right atrium.
No. Deoxygenated blood directly from the body will go
Ah,
to the right
right
atrium.
atrium, then right atrium, then from
By
right
what?
atrium. By pulmonary art no sorry this thing artery vena cava,
Vena cava. There are two
then
vena cavas. What are the two vena cava?
superior inferior.
Superior, inferior. Very good. Then
Superior one will bring it, no.
superior one will bring from the brain and other
Ah,
parts.
inferior, no ma'am, superior will take from body below the heart, no.
No. Superior will not be from below the heart. Superior is from
Above.
all parts of the body.
Okay ma'am, then blood will
Sorry,
come
from
back
the
to
top part of the body.
then through inferior vena cava, blood will come, deoxygenated blood will come from all body parts to the right atrium. Then right
Mm.
atrium will contract through tricuspid valve, it will go to right ventricle. But
Mm.
from right ventricle, blood will go to the lungs.
Through?
In superior uh,
No, through pulmonary
yeah,
artery.
pulmonary artery. Then from lungs, blood will get oxygenated again. Then by pulmonary vein, it will come back to left atrium, and the
Yes.
process is repeated.
Yes. So this is what is being explained in this
Since it
entire
comes and
thing.
goes to the heart out twice, it's called double circulation.
Yeah. Now, the next thing that you need to know is there's something called as systemic circulation and pulmonary circulation.
Yes.
So we learned, right? The blood from the aorta goes to the body parts, and then from the body parts, it's carried by the vena cava.
Hmm.
That particular circulation, which involves the heart and the body part, is called
Hmm.
as systemic circulation.
And
What is it
lungs
called?
and heart is pulmonary.
Yes. So double circulation itself is a combination of systemic and
Systemic and pulmonary. The circulation that involves between the heart and body parts is systemic. Circulation between lungs and heart is pulmonary. Double
that's it.
circulation basically is pulmonary circulation plus systemic circulation.
That's it. Okay. Now we have been telling, right? Contraction of the ventricle and contraction of the atrium, relaxation. So
Hmm.
these have a technical term. Okay. It's
Hmm.
called as the systole and diastole.
Hmm.
Systole means contraction.
Okay.
Diastole means relaxation.
Relaxation.
So you blood pressure. You know
Hmm.
blood pressure, right? So
Yes.
blood pressure is basically measured as like around 120/80 mmHg.
Hmm. Hmm.
For an average healthy person, that is considered to be a normal blood pressure. Okay, what is that 120/80 mmHg?
It is 120 per 80. This thing.
No, 120 stands for the
High.
pressure at systole and
Sure.
80 stands
80
for
is
the
diastolic
diastolic pressure.
pressure. Hmm.
Is this
If it is
clear?
over 140, 120 means you have high BP.
High BP, and below that is low BP. So
Hmm.
that blood pressure is basically nothing but it's showing the pressure at the systolic and diastolic conditions. So we'll
Yes.
learn that a bit in detail. Okay, so I already told you about systemic and this one. Okay, now we, apart from this, also need to know something called as hepatoportal vein.
Hepato.
Portal vein. Okay, so what that is what we are going to discuss now. See,
Hepato's liver.
yes, correct. Now see, this is the diagram for systemic circulation. Okay, that is the aorta is taking to different body parts. First, can you see it is going to the liver,
Then
then
kidney.
intestine. Nadula intestine
Intestine.
is there.
Then
Then
kidney.
kidney and other body parts.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, see carefully at the liver part.
Hmm.
Liver is receiving veins from two places. One, the common vein that is going through all the organ, and
That is
another, it is
pulmonary. It is getting from the vein
intestine.
that come. Yeah.
Yes, so it is getting two. So the normal vein is your vena cava. The one
Hmm.
that is it's getting from the intestine is called as hepatic portal vein.
But going back, the blue color is vena cava. No.
Ah, yeah, the big thick one, no.
The red one is that is one that is coming out of aorta. The blue
Correct.
one is vena cava. No.
Vena cava, yes.
No.
But
What is the red one called? Some technical name it has. No.
aorta, artery,
Okay. Artery.
it's just an artery and a vein. Okay. Like depending upon where it is going, say for example, if it's going to the kidneys, it's called as renal artery,
Hmm.
renal vein. Okay. So
Okay.
based on where that aorta is going, it has different names. But at
Hmm.
the end of the day, it's all common aorta branching out.
Hmm.
Okay, but what will happen is the veins from the this one will join the vena cava via the liver,
The veins from the.
intestine.
Hmm.
Okay, will join from the vena cava artery via the liver.
Hmm.
Okay, so basically from the vein, from the intestine to the liver, the deoxygenated blood is carried, and from there it is taken to the lungs. So this is the another system which is called as hepatic portal system. Uh,
Hepatic
Portal system, and
portal.
this vein is called as hepatic portal vein.
Okay. So the vein between the intestine,
Mm.
the vein that connects the intestine to the
Mm.
vena cava through the lungs is called hepatic portal.
To the liver.
No, no, ma'am. The vein that connects the small intestine to vena cava through the liver is called hepatic portal vein.
Yes. Okay. So you need to know where it starts, where the vein starts, and where the hepatic vein ends. The hepatic vein ends at liver and it starts at intestine. There was question asked based on this. That's why I'm repeating it again. Okay.
Starts at intestine,
Intestine and ends at
liver.
liver. Okay. So
Hmm.
that is about hepatic portal vein. Okay. Now we saw that in this diagram. Okay. Like the artery is supplying blood to all parts of the body.
Hmm.
Yes or no? But does that mean that like the heart itself does not require any blood for its working?
No, it requires.
It requires, right? Because heart is also at the end of the day an organ. So definitely it also requires for its functioning enough amount of oxygen and all.
Yes.
Yes. So that is called as coronary circulation, wherein
Coronary circulation.
yeah, the arteries and veins supplying blood to the heart are come under the category of coronary circulation.
Huh.
Call them as coronary arteries and coronary veins.
Hmm.
Anything that is related to heart is generally termed as coronary.
Hmm.
Okay, so coronary artery and coronary veins are the blood vessels which supply to the heart muscles.
Coronary artery, coronary veins are blood vessels which supply to the heart muscle.
Yes, and this particular
Coronary
circulation is
artery
called,
supplies oxygenated blood to heart muscle.
yes,
Coronary vein take away the deoxygenated blood
deoxygenate.
from the
Yes,
heart
and
muscle.
this circulation is called as coronary circulation. Okay, so till now when we learned that double circulation has two parts. What are the two parts?
Pulmonary systemic. Systemic between heart and body. Pulmonary between heart and lungs.
Yes, but from heart to heart itself, whatever supplying is happening, that is called as coronary circulation. That is from the heart itself, there is an artery that goes to the heart muscles, and that artery is called as coronary artery.
Artery.
And the vein that takes away is coronary vein.
Vein.
Okay. Then, yes. So we already saw systemic circulation means body parts. Why do you think systemic circulation is necessary?
Because we need nutrients, oxygen, and our
Correct.
cells all
Our
require,
cells basically majorly needs oxygen.
and it removes all the wastes.
Correct. So that's the reason why we systemic circulation is necessary. Okay. What's the answer for this question?
Which of the following blood vessels receive aorta?
Which of the following blood vessel receives blood from the left ventricle?
Aorta.
Okay, good. Next up, let's
Oh,
talk
lumped
about
up.
the heartbeat. Okay. So one more thing you need to remember is that, see, whenever you close the door and open the door, no, when does more sound come?
When I close the door.
Correct. Same way, this heart sound is lub and dub, no? This lub and dub sound comes because of the closure of the valves. Remember this, it's because of the closure of the valve. There was question asked like based on this. Okay. So closure of the valve is what causes the lub and dub sound. So when your bicuspid and tricuspid closes, it's a lub sound. And when your semilunar valve closes, it's a dub sound. Got it?
But bicuspid and tricuspid will close together.
Yeah, this we are learning this as separate processes, no? But these all things will happen simultaneously. Both the ventricles will contract together, both the auricles will contract together. It's not like left will contract first, then right will contract, nothing like that.
That's what I thought.
No. The auricles and auricles contract together, ventricles contract together. See, when the blood is getting filled in left atrium and left ventricle, no.
The blood from left atrium, left and right atrium will also get filled.
Yeah, it is not like they are empty, no. So it's a parallel process.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, yes, as I said, contraction and relaxation. Contraction is systole, relaxation is
Diastole.
diastole. Okay.
BP is beats per minute. That is BPM. No, BP is blood pressure.
Beats per minute is BPM.
Ma'am, BP and heart beat BPM are same.
No. BP is blood pressure, which is measured in mmHg, mercury.
Measured with that machine.
But millimeters of mercury. But in the case of BPM, it's beats per minute. That is basically number of times your heart beats.
80. Ma'am, 80 is good, no? 70, 60.
72 is considered to be good or for a healthy person.
For kids, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Now, okay. So we are going to learn about the cardiac cycle. How does your entire cycle work? Okay. Like we already know what all are happening when blood is filling and all those things, but there are certain terms for that. Okay. That is what we are going to see right now. Okay. So the first stage of your heartbeat is called as early joint diastole. What is it called? Early joint diastole.
What is it? It's the first stage of?
It's the first stage of your cardiac cycle.
Oh.
Okay. Now the term itself will explain everything. Early means the first. Okay. And joint here means that they're talking about both auricle and the ventricle.
Ventricle.
Okay. And diastole means relaxed state. So when your both auricles and ventricles are initially in the relaxed state together, then you call it as joint diastole. Got it? And since it's happening in the beginning, it's called as early joint diastole.
There's no blood only in the heart.
No. There will be. It is a very momentary thing. It is hardly for fraction of seconds. Okay. So it's not like your heart is stopping the beat. After it beats, it will come to a position where all of them will be in the relaxed state, and then again contraction will start. That small part is only called as joint diastole. Doesn't mean the heart is empty. Okay. Okay. Now, So the first stage of cardiac cycle is called as?
Joined diastole.
Yes. In this case, what happens?
Both atrium, ventricle, both are more relaxed.
Yes. So whenever they are relaxed, always remember that the valves
Diastole
will
means
be closed.
contraction. No.
The valves will be closed.
Hmm. Diastole
Okay.
is contraction. No.
Diastole is relaxation.
Hmm.
Systole is contraction.
Hmm.
So don't get confused, okay? Then this is the beginning stage. Like as this relaxation period is ending, that is your joint diastole is ending, okay? Slowly, what will happen is that the atrioventricular valves will open.
Hmm.
What are these atrioventricular valves we are talking about?
Between the atrium and ventricle.
Yes. So as a result of which some blood will enter into the ventricles
Hmm.
from the atrium.
Hmm.
Okay, and that basically will push into the next stage wherein the atrium is contracting, and that is called as atrial systole.
So all this happens in the fraction of me saying hi.
Exactly. So like now we are learning it as like separate thing. No, it looks like என்னது இது முடிச்சிட்டு தான் அது வரும்னு. But actually there is no much gap between all these events. Okay.
Hmm.
So in the beginning of your cardiac cycle, the entire 4 chambers are at the relaxed state, all the valves closed, everything is relaxed. Then
Hmm.
towards the end of the diastole, joint diastole, slowly the atrioventricular valves will open, and then it will be atrial systole, wherein the atrium will contract,
Hmm.
and what will happen? The blood will flow from atrium to ventricles. Okay. So when atrial systole is happening, which all valves will be open?
When?
Atrial systole is happening, which all valves will be open?
Hmm.
What is
Atrial,
atrial systole?
ventricle, diastole is relaxed.
Hmm.
Systole is contracted.
So when I say atrial systole means what is happening?
The atrium is undergoing contraction.
Very good. So when atrium undergoes contraction, which valve will be open?
Atrioventricular valve.
That is which two valves?
Bicuspid valve.
And tricuspid valve, both.
Bicuspid valve. Hmm.
Did I mention right or left atrium here? No.
Mm-hmm.
That means both the atriums are under systole.
So I was thinking for 1 second, right or left.
I told you, no, atriums will contract together, relax together, ventricles will contract together, relax together. Okay. And which valve will be closed when atrium is undergoing contraction?
Which
Valve will be closed when the atrium is undergoing contraction.
atrium is undergoing contraction?
Yes.
Nothing will be closed. Semilunar valve.
Semilunar valve, the valve between the aorta and the uh,
Atrium. Ventricle.
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 Okay. Now, what happens is that the stage 2 is atrial systole. Once that is done, atrium will relax. Yes. And who will start contracting?
This thing. Atrium, ventricle.
After the atrium relaxes, okay, who is going to undergo systole?
Ventricle.
Ventricle. So you call this as ventricular systole.
Mm.
So when ventricular systole is happening, automatically your atrial.
Wait, first is early atrial systole, then late atrial systole.
No,
Then
we don't have early and late atrial systole. That is joint diastole.
Oh, first
Early
is
and
early joint diastole, then late joint diastole, atrial systole.
hey, once again, let me just tell you, this early joint diastole is one single stage,
Mm.
and early and late is basically one single stage. They're just saying that in the beginning of the joint diastole, it's called as early. In the ending of the joint diastole, it's called as late. அவ்வளவுதான்.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Like when the joint diastole முடிய போகும்போது என்ன நடக்குது அதுதான் வந்து late joint diastole. But this is actually stage 1. Till here you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
See, you already know the process, okay? The only thing is
After
that
this, match the process with the correct terminologies.
exactly
Correct
that's it.
status, what happens? I should memorize it or like
No,
revise it.
nothing to memorize. You already know again.
Ma'am, no, like early joint diastole means which I know what will be relaxed, all that. I have to just know for early joint diastole which two will be there.
Mm. Okay. Anyway, because stage 3, after your atrium contracts, it will be major event. Which is a major event that is happening? Ventricular contraction.
Ventricle will contract.
So when ventricular systole happens, what will happen to the atriole?
Relax.
So what is it called as?
Early ventricular systole. No, atrial systole.
Atrial diastole.
Oh, atrial diastole.
Because atria is relaxing, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So in the beginning of when the ventricles are beginning to contract, no, that is called as early ventricular systole. And when that beginning process is starting, the semilunar valve will be still closed. Once it goes full-fledged, then only towards the end, the semilunar valves will open. Okay, va? Because I told you when I am also talking about it, like I told you, no, atrial la வந்து first blood fill ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். After one point of time only the atrioventricular valve will open. Same concept with ventricle also. The ventricle la blood fill ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். Okay, then once the ventricle start contracting, slowly the pressure will increase. At one point of time, the pressure will reach in such a way that what will happen? The semilunar valve will be opened. Okay, see, always remember there is pressure required for the valves to open, and the pressure will increase with time as they are contracting. As soon as they contract, the pressure will not increase. Mella mella only they will contract, no? So as and when they are contracting, the pressure will increase. So when will the semilunar valve open? In the early or the late ventricular systole?
Late.
Correct. Okay, that's it. That's a logic. Okay. And when the ventricles are contracting, which valve will be closed?
When the
Ventricles are contracting, which valve will be closed?
when ventricles are contracting, bicuspid and tricuspid valve will be closed.
Very good. That is your atrioventricular valve. Is this clear?
Yes.
So till now you studied 3 stages. What are the 3 stages?
Early joint diastole, late joint diastole, one stage. Atrial systole, one
Atrial
stage.
systole. Very good.
And then ventricular systole in that early late.
Late. And then once ventricles are done pumping their blood, it will relax. And already atria is relaxed. So both atria and ventricle will end up relaxing. And what stage is that when both of them are relaxed? All the 4 chambers are relaxed.
Early joint diastole.
Yes, again we'll come to stage 1. So cardiac cycle basically has 3 stages. First one, joint diastole. Second one, atrial systole. Third one, ventricular systole. And then again it will come back to your joint diastole. Is this concept clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this cycle will keep on continuing. So as I said, this is the cardiac cycle, okay? Whatever we learned right now. And if you understand this cardiac cycle, then it's easy to understand ECG.
Oh,
Because
yeah. No,
each and every wave in your ECG is basically representing one of these stages. That's it. Okay. Anyway, you have to also learn a concept of ventricular repolarization, depolarization and all, SA node and all. That we will learn anyway next class. So a little modification to this cardiac cycle, you will see that time. But did you understand the cardiac cycle for now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we'll come to the heart sound. So I already told you, heart sound is caused by?
Heart, what?
Heart sound. The lubbed up sound is caused because of?
Opening and closing of valves.
Opening and closing of valves, Sada?
Closing of valves.
I told you, no, always remember, whenever you close things, then sound is produced. Okay. Now, as I said earlier, when your atrioventricular valves close, it's lub. And when your semilunar valves close, it is dub.
Dub.
Okay. Now we'll talk about the duration of one cardiac cycle. So when I say one cardiac cycle, what are the different stages?
Ma'am?
When I say one cardiac cycle, what are the different stages?
Oh, one cardiac cycle.
Mm.
Early joint diastole,
Mm.
late joint diastole, one stage.
Okay.
Atrial systole is one stage.
Okay.
Early joint systole, late joint systole.
Okay. Early joint systole.
Early
And
ventricular systole, late ventricular systole.
yes, 3 stages. All these 3 stages happens within 0.8 seconds.
Ha.
Just 0.8 seconds. The total duration of your one cycle is 0.8 seconds. And your heart will beat for 72 times in 1 minute. That's why we say 72 beats per minute.
And sometime if it beats more.
If it is more, then you can call it as tachycardia and brachycardia.
Ma'am, so is it a problem if it's more?
Yes, like if it is like say for example, like because of say because some emergency situation, like in a horror movie or someone scares you or
Hmm.
you're like tensed or something, your heart is beating fast. That is normal.
Hmm.
That is because of your adrenaline hormone and all and sympathetic nervous system. That is completely fine.
Hmm.
But apart from that, normally itself, if your heart is beating at a faster rate, it's a problem. At the same time, if your heart is beating at a lower rate, is also a problem.
Mine beats at 69, 68.
It's not like that is fine. Like anywhere around 70 is fine.
Athletes have very low heartbeat, no?
Athletes actually should have higher heart rate, then only more pumping of blood because they have more physical activity.
But then some question is then why athletes have a lower heart rate or something.
Athletes should have higher heart rate. No, whenever you're exercising, you need more oxygen in the blood. No, so your heart has to pump more. If
Sorry, elevated
athletes,
heart rate. They have elevated,
yeah,
elevated heart rate.
if athletes have lower heart rate means they will be palpitating a lot.
Ooh.
Okay. Now, yes. So how much? Okay. So there is something called as stroke volume. Okay. So stroke volume is nothing but how much blood is pumped out by the ventricles.
What volume?
Stroke volume.
Stroke. Amount of blood pumped out by the ventricle.
Mm. So how long is your cardiac cycle for?
0.8 seconds.
What causes the heart sound?
Hmm?
What causes the heart sound?
Heart sound.
Mm.
This thing.
Okay.
Closing of valves.
Closing of valves. Very good. Now, what is stroke volume?
Hmm?
Stroke volume.
Stroke.
Mm.
Stroke is this thing. Amount of volume pumped by each ventricle.
Yes, which is approximately 70 ml. So using the stroke volume and the heartbeat, you can actually find the cardiac output. So this formula you need to remember, okay? Your cardiac output or the amount of blood that your heart is pumping is equal to now heartbeat into stroke volume. What is it?
Heartbeat into
Stroke volume.
stroke volume. Wait, ma'am, what? Amount of?
Amount of blood your heart is pumping out.
Hmm.
That is basically called as cardiac output. What is it called?
Cardiac output.
Yes, which is nothing but heartbeat
Heart
into
rate
stroke
into
volume.
stroke volume.
Okay, heartbeat is 72 beats per minute and
Hmm.
stroke volume is approximately 70 ml. This
Ooh.
is important. This formula is important. Based on this question has been asked in NEET itself. Okay, so please memorize this. What is the formula for stroke volume?
Stroke volume
Mm.
is heartbeat into amount this thing 70. That is amount of cardiac this thing. What is that a volume? The blood pumped by
Heart rate.
ventricle.
Heart rate.
Ma'am, no, ma'am. Heart rate into stroke volume. Yes, correct.
Heart rate into stroke volume is cardiac output. So
Hmm.
I asked stroke volume. Stroke volume is
Amount of blood pumped by one ventricle.
one ventricle, which is 70 ml.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the total amount of cardiac output generally is 5 liters for a healthy person. So, like one of the questions they asked was like they spoke about an athlete and they told to find the cardiac output of that athlete by giving certain values.
Hmm.
So, when we come across a question, I'll tell you what it is. Fine. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the answer for this? Cardiac output for 2 minutes.
10,000.
Correct. That's easy. Now we come to blood pressure. So as I said, the pressure that is with which the blood flows in the blood vessel is considered to be blood pressure.
Hmm.
Okay. So the blood pressure can be measured by sphygmomanometer, or there are also machines nowadays which are automatic machines.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
And the SI unit in which it is measured. Normally, Pascal will be your unit.
MMHG, no ma'am.
Yes, mmHg is whenever you're talking about anything that is a pressure in the human system or living system, then
Hmm.
we'll measure it in mmHg.
Hmm.
So as I said, the normal blood pressure is 120/80.
80.
120 is the systole pressure and 80 is the diastole pressure.
Hmm.
Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So with that, we are done with this particular topic. Okay. So what all did we learn today?
Cardiac cycle,
Hmm.
stages of it,
Hmm.
how blood double circulation, pulmonary systemic, what it consists of,
Hmm.
then blood pressure,
Hmm.
then cardiac output,
Hmm.
then amount of blood exerted by one, amount of blood pumped out by ventricle, one ventricle. What is that
What?
blood? What is it called, ma'am? The name?
You should only tell me.
And then we learn systole, diastole. Systole is
Like,
contraction,
tell
diastole
me
is
what
contraction.
it is called. Then you tell me the next one.
Wait, cardiac output is heart rate
Hmm.
into pulmonary.
Hmm.
No, ma'am, what, ma'am? What is it called?
Cardiac output is heartbeat into stroke volume.
Stroke. It's called stroke volume. Yes.
What is stroke volume?
Amount of blood pumped out by one ventricle, 70 ml.
Okay.
I'm a pro.
Then
I'm a pro.
how many stages are there in a cardiac cycle?
3.
How long does the cardiac cycle go for?
0.8 seconds.
Okay, good. And what is the difference between systemic and coronary circulation?
Systemic is circulation, coronary is circulation involving the heart only.
Like heart as in
Coronary artery takes out oxygenated blood from heart to body parts, and coronary
eh?
vein, coronary artery, coronary vein, ma'am.
Okay, what does coronary artery do?
It brings all the oxygenated blood to the heart.
It brings all the oxygenated blood to the heart.
Ma'am, wait, ma'am. Full confused I got now. Wait. Ma'am, heart also needs blood for its function.
Yeah.
So that blood circulation only which bring blood only for heart is coronary
What part
circulation.
of the heart? Is it going to the atrium or the ventricle or what?
Atrium.
Adi vanguve, muscles of the heart,
Muscles, heart muscles. Yes, coronary artery takes all oxygenated blood from heart muscles to this thing.
From heart muscles, sir.
Ma'am, two heart muscles.
Ah,
Coronary vein, ma'am.
correct
Coronary
only.
vein takes oxygenated blood to heart muscle.
Why are you confusing between pulmonary vein and pulmonary artery and coronary vein
Ma'am,
and
wait, ma'am.
coronary
I got
artery?
it. Coronary artery takes oxygenated blood to heart muscle. Coronary vein takes out all the deoxygenated blood from the heart muscle.
Ah, what is that vein that goes from the intestine to the liver called?
Hepatic portal vein.
Okay. I hope you understood. So, see, basically, coronary circulation is a part of systemic circulation.
Yeah, systemic
Systemic
between heart
circulation
and
is,
body.
yeah. So, like if the systemic circulation involves the supplying of blood to the heart muscles, then it's called as coronary circulation.
Circulation.
Got that? Any
Yes.
confusion?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So with that, we will just complete this time because the next topic is quite heavy. So that we'll take it up in the next class.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye,
Yeah,
ma'am.
sure. Bye.